Hello, right. Just made this video on Matic because Matic seems to be the thing that everyone's talking about and everybody's looking to, and it's become to me a bit of a love-hate relationship. I'm quite new to Twitter. I've not really been a Twitter person, but I've been on there, and Matic has just gone crazy, and you can generally see who the people are who are still holding it. Even if they're in profit or not, the people who missed the opportunity, the people who sold, and then the people who like to give it the big one, and make out like they know what really is going on with everything, which no one really does. So what I've been looking at is the roadmap of Matic and just seeing what it's all about, really. Now, I did buy Matic. I got involved. I missed it right at the very beginning. I bought it at just over 1 cent, so technically I am still in profit, and I could have sold. Obviously I made a lot more, but I didn't, so I kept hold of it. And I'm not going to sell it now, even though I would make a bit of profit. What I'm more interested in is seeing how far this goes long term. For all those hodlers out there, I think this one could be a good hodl. And the reason that I think that is its use case. Now, it reminds me of XRP. When XRP came out, well, not when it came out, but even when it did come out, it danced around, between a fraction of a cent to about 3 cents for years. And I picked up on Ripple, in 2016, and I bought some, and sort of towards the end of 2016. For just over 2 cents, and then by the end of 2017, the beginning of 2018, it just over 12 months, it had gone up from that to over $3. And like I say, Matic reminds me of that. It's the use case. That's what is going to give this value. Now, a lot of this has been FOMO. I mean, most of it, all of it, I'd probably say is FOMO. But there's more to this coin than just meets the eye. It's not just about FOMO. I think this coin will have some value in the long run. I wouldn't be surprised if we see, at the end of this bull market, and I'm talking 2 to 3 years, if we see Matic. Let's be conservative. I think a Matic at $1 could it quite easily be achieved, and that's conservative. Price predictions are no good, really, but I'm playing it safe, and I'm giving it a $1 figure. And the reason I'm saying that is because it reminds me of Ripple. Ripple's got a specific use case. It's a problem-solving crypto. Same with Matic. Matic is solving a problem with the Ethereum blockchain, which will allow it to scale up for other projects. So people can be part of Ethereum. You have to use the Ethereum codes, things like this. But Matic will allow others to use the Ethereum blockchain, essentially scaling it. So it'll be good for Matic, good for Ethereum, good for all these other companies that are wanting to get involved. Now, when we come to have a look at this, try and do technical analysis on something like that. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's very difficult because it's so young. All we've got to go on is this ridiculous bullish trend that it went on, and just recently it's retracement, its collapse, and where it's coming from, where it's going to pick up from there. So giving it a good look, and I'm going to see if I can work out, and see where it goes from here. Like I said, don't take my advice as a financial advisor, because that's what I'm not. So I'm just I'm just in this myself, and this is just my take on the situation. So we're looking at here, we're on the hourly chart for the Matic with Tether, and we've just found what appears to be a reasonably strong support level, just roughly around the 2 cent mark, which for the moment, appears to hold, and that could all basically almost have been kind of predicted that it would. If it didn't hold that, then we're going to be looking for some serious problems. But it did hold for the moment, anyway. Like I say, just within this last couple of hours, So we're going to have to see how this plays out over the next days and weeks, really. There's a lot of volume involved in Matic, so that to me should help sustain its price over 2 cents for the moment. Now that's the support that we've got. The resistance level, from what I can see, the significant resistance is just going to be over 3 cents, 3.2 cents. I think is the resistance that we'll need to break to see any kind of significant uptrend from there. Now, I don't know if we're all hoping that it's going to go parabolic again. I'm not so sure as it will. It might do, but it'll just collapse in on itself if it does. That's my view. If we can have a slow and steady retrace back up to its higher areas above the 3 cent mark, we might be in for a more sustainable gain on this coin. Now, like I say, I'm going to keep this coin. I've got quite a few of them, to be honest with you, because I bought quite low, so I did get quite a few, and I know that they're going to be introducing the staking, so I might be interested in just holding it and staking it, and just keeping it for the long run, as in, like, you know, towards the end of this bull run. So at least for another 2 years, I want to keep hold of this and see where it goes. And my personal target would be around $1. But like I say, I'm pretty sure it'll go a lot higher than that. I'm going to follow it right to the end of the bull market, maybe sell it off then, but I am interested in staking the balance on this one. Like I say, I do like the look of it. So that's where we are with the Matic and Tether. I just had a quick look on the Matic and Bitcoin, and we're roughly looking in the same sort of area. So we've got a support level here it held at 260 for the moment. It held at 260, and we could kind of see that as well here. We can see that coming there, and the support the resistance that we're going to come up against will be around 419, give or take. And if we can break through that, then, you know, technically, you know, we're going to be moving up from there. And like I said, we don't want to move up too quickly. We want to move up nice and slowly to sustain its growth. But like I say, it's a very early chart. It's a very early coin. But I'm a believer in this coin. We're just going to see how we go. I don't listen to too many people on Twitter. Let's just be realistic about it, and let's just see how it goes. I mean, technically it's doing well, and I think it's going to do very well. You know, so hopefully you'll take something from this video, but don't trade anything that you can't afford to trade, and don't trade anything because you think that I think it's a good idea, because I'm not a financial advisor. Good luck, and be well. Take it easy.